Yes, people. What's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Today, what we're going to be talking about is the talking points after the Champions League draw has been announced. We're going to look at the draw, and I got, of course, Sam, who's here, Real Madrid fan in the building, and we got Vader in the house, Vader Games, if you guys don't already know, repping Manchester City. And as we're waiting for my boy Mo Salad, who's a Napoli fan, to join us, we might as well look at the table. Look at the teams that are now going to be in the competition and discuss what the matchups are gonna look like. So let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys don't know, these are the matchups in the round of 16. You have first Arsenal, Porto. Tough matchup for tough matchup in comparison to some of the teams we could have got, like Lazio or Copenhagen or RB Leipzig. But I think Porto is a tough matchup. Let's start with the Arsenal Porto game. What do you guys think about Arsenal Porto? Be honest. You think we got ourselves a good draw, or would you look at that and say that's tough for?
Vader, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'd say that's a comfortable draw. I don't think there should be, for how you guys manage the group stage and for how you've been playing, I don't think that's a matchup where I think a lot of you are probably gonna stress about. I think, like you said, there's other matchups that could have happened out there. This one, I think, is one of the lower stress ones. Should you have gotten a Copenhagen? Probably not. I think that's something really probably given to a club that's really deserving of it after being challenged in previous years. You guys are back. The challenge level should be kind of consistent. I think Porto's good for you guys. I don't think you guys should be worried.
What are you saying, Sam?
I think Porto, the thing is, you could have got worse. You could have got Inter, you could have got someone like that. So yeah, I mean, Porto is a tricky team. They are, but at the end of the day, you know, it's still good. It's still a good draw. You could have got, like I said, much worse. It could have been PSG, could have been Inter. So
could have been Leipzig would have been tough.
You know, I don't even think no, because we've got Leipzig as well. I don't even think they're that tough as well.
I don't think they are. All
right. I think.
How do you feel about it, Iga?
There was two teams I wanted to avoid. Two of the more experienced sides in this competition. So looking at this list, from Leipzig, I would have taken Leipzig. Lazio, I would have taken. Copenhagen, I would have taken. I would have actually loved to have played PSG. The two teams I kind of wanted to avoid.
Wait. You said you would have loved to have played PSG.
Yeah, because I don't think PSG is that good of a side.
They're not. They're crap.
I look at PSG and I say to myself, they're underdogs versus Real Sociedad, and I expect Real Sociedad to go through. When it comes to Inter, Napoli, and Porto, those are probably the three teams that I would have wanted to avoid. On this
couldn't
list.
Even be Newcastle. Okay. They couldn't even.
Do you not agree? Obviously, City and Real Madrid are on different levels. But if you had to pick three teams that you would have wanted to avoid, would you have picked PSG as one of those three teams?
No, I wanted PSG. Give me PSG because I know I will beat them. They're shit. They couldn't even beat Newcastle.
All right. I mean, Mbappe could have moments of brilliance in terms of one of the legs.
I'm gonna save Napoli for when Mo gets here. But honestly, I wasn't even so against facing Napoli either. The two teams I was against facing the most were Inter, is my highest on the list. I didn't want to play, even though I think we'd be favorites if we did play them, and Porto. Reason why Porto, they have experience, and this is a side that just 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, took Juventus out, went to like the semifinals of a Champions League.
Yeah, Porto's good, man. Porto's good.
But just one thing, when Mohamed gets in here, I have a bone to pick with that guy. But
yeah, we're gonna get to him. Okay.
He's gonna ask for his reps, so.
Next, PSG. You guys rate PSG? Seriously?
No,
be honest.
No, they're shit. Couldn't even beat Newcastle. They couldn't even get top of that group.
I'm telling you right now, Real Sociedad are going to upset PSG. How they upset?
No, I hope they do. No, I just listen. I couldn't give a shit anyone. Just smash PSG out because as soon as he gets knocked out, Kylian, bye, and then it's gonna come to my club, and then he will understand. I should have gone I should have gone there before. Man, now screw him. I hope everything goes bad for him. I hope they lose.
Don't. What do you mean? You hope everything goes bad for him, and then you want him to join your club? What kind of energy is this?
Because
Jaden, I got caught in the moment. I didn't really even mean that. I was just saying, as an argument, if we did bring in Ivan Toney and Victor Osimhen, that would mean Gabriel Jesus would have to leave. That's all I was saying. It wouldn't be a situation where we keep all three of them. It just wouldn't make sense.
Ooh, yeah, that's heartless.
Anyways, I wouldn't do that though. I would bring in one of them and keep Jesus and get rid of Eddie. But yeah, PSG. I think PSG are knocked out. I think Real Sociedad are a much better team defensively, much better midfield. The only thing they probably don't have as good as PSG is their attack.
But even their attack is not that bad. Their defense is good though. I rate their defense.
I think it's not going to be as clear cut as you guys make it seem. I think it's going to be a cagey first leg. I can see PSG being like, you know what? Obviously, this is knockout stages. We're going to play this. They could have been playing for a 0-0 and just look to get a result away. You know what I mean? PSG are bad. They're not PSG of what we remember because obviously stars have left. But yeah, I wouldn't write them off. Guys. That's the one you don't want catching form. That's the one team you don't want catching form.
They can catch form. I don't care. They catch form against us. We still beat them. So
you're just salty because you're mad at Mbappe for turning you down 2 summers ago.
Yeah, because he's ruined my club's summer plans. That's why. If I was just being clear, we could have avoided this a long time. But no, he'll get his. Trust me.
Let's talk about your boys. Real Madrid versus RB Leipzig. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't really think RB Leipzig have a chance, but it's not an easy game. It's gonna be slightly tricky for you guys still because Leipzig score goals. It's just what do you guys struggle with? What is Real Madrid struggling with this season? What are you guys struggling with?
He's gonna say injuries.
Yeah, but that is the only thing we struggle with. But I don't even think that will be an excuse because they will all be back. No, but to be fair, there is still an excuse though, because 7 of our 11 of our first 11 has been out. But they will all be back for that game. I don't fear Leipzig at all. I don't think that's a good one, Skills. But no. They drew against Luton, bro. That's who that's their draw. But anyways, screw that. But I think the only tough game that we will have will be in Leipzig. I do think they will give us a game. But the fact that the second leg is at my stadium, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. Anyone that comes to my stadium this season, I don't think anyone's going to beat me. I don't care if I go up against City. I don't care if I go up against Arsenal. I don't care.
Slow down.
No. I'm being serious. If I have to go up against Barca, I don't care. The fact that the second leg is at my stadium, I don't even fear Leipzig whatsoever. But that has just made me go, do you know what? Nah, they ain't gonna beat me. The maximum Leipzig could do for me is to get a draw at their home ground, because as soon as the ball is kicked in my stadium, they're done. I think it could even be done after the first leg. And like I said, all of my players will be back by then, apart from Militao and Courtois, but we can survive without them for now. But
so you're not going to have a full squad for the first leg, but you will for the second leg?
No. Everyone will be back for the first leg. Everyone will be back for the first leg. Everyone will be back. Yeah.
Let's be real with this. I don't even think this needs to be overly complicated. It's Real Madrid. All right, they're playing against RB Leipzig. They should be favorites. They do have the better squad. They do have the better team. To Sam's point, if they're coming back healthy, they're going to be up for it.
I think to add to your point, we've lost one game the whole season. Only one, and that was in September.
All right, so I mean, they should be favorites to win this. RB Leipzig, I think they've got some threats, and I would know that firsthand. But overall quality, it should be Real Madrid. I think this might be when the draw was completed. I can't lie to you. I was kind of like, it's kind of set in stone with who are favorites and who should win. There's not much drama really with how the matchups kind of played out.
But there wasn't much drama last year. Why are we acting like last year was drama filled?
I didn't know.
Wasn't much drama.
Last year there was not much drama. The year that there was drama was when friggin' Chelsea.
Nah, there was.
When Real Madrid won the Champions League.
Now we faced Liverpool last season in the last 16. So that was.
You guys beat them convincingly.
Yeah, but come on. No one said before the game we were gonna win 5-2.
Like, they weren't supposed to do that to them.
You're saying this from hindsight now. That was still a tough game because Liverpool in the UCL is just a different animal. Everyone knows it. Vader knows this as well. His team got spanked 3-0 at Anfield as well. He knows that as well.
They weren't supposed to do that.
No, I know, but you get what I mean, innit? Like they're a different animal in the UCL. They are. So you can't really like. But no, there is one game. There is one game. When Mohamed comes, we'll go to that game.
We're gonna talk about Napoli, Barcelona when Mohamed comes. He's just joined us. So let's get into some of these conversations.
Hello, Mohamed.
Big up Mohamed. If you guys don't know, Mohamed's a Napoli fan.
Do you know?
We know.
I want to know if Mohamed knows who I really am.
I know who you are, man. And there's gonna be a lot of Victor Osimhen transfer talk in the summer, but right now he's fully committed. And you guys, we got to talk about you guys in the Champions League. We just finished up talking about Arsenal, Porto, Real Madrid, and RB Leipzig. Let's quickly, as we're waiting to get to your club, let's quickly just talk about City. City got Copenhagen, and I know you guys all seen Hamza's shameless tweet about Arsenal wanting Copenhagen beforehand, and then now you guys get Copenhagen, and he's like, "Oh, Copenhagen's hard." You guys got
but you know how Hamza is though. I don't even know.
Man City got the easiest draw. Let's be honest.
Hamza can spin anything, you know. Like
can we be honest?
In the space of 5 minutes, he can spin one thing and then spin it to something completely different. It's crazy. It's a talent, in my opinion.
You know what? I don't know if United fans would say that, you know, City got the easy draw. I don't know if they would go so far as to say that. You know what I mean? Because
you got the easiest draw.
There's no United fan on the panel, right? Mo?
Nope.
All right, you know what? Copenhagen, of all the teams out there that, you know, finished second in their group, yeah, I would say we got the easier of the lot. We got the easier of the lot. Am I going to sleep on them? No. And I faced them, I think 2 or 3 tournaments ago. So I think from a manager standpoint, we're pretty familiar. It should be rinse and repeat. But I respect them. It's going to be handling business at home. I think we handle business at home, and that's what you got to do on these legs.
You know the shameless thing about Man City fans is they're trying so hard to make this into a competition when they know they're gonna hit them for like 6 on aggregate, bro. That's the craziest part. Like they're trying to make it a competition when you know you're gonna put 6 past them on aggregate at least.
I don't know if I can say that. You saw my poor form against Crystal Palace. You know, I'm not looking the same. You know what I mean?
They're comparing Copenhagen to Porto. They're comparing Copenhagen's performance.
No way.
To these other guys that finished second in their group. They're trying to tell me Copenhagen's harder than Lazio. Like, you tell me, is Lazio tough?
Nah, bro. Lazio haven't been good in the league this year, innit? But Lazio, they still have some very good players, and bro. Come on, man. Copenhagen is a tier below every other Champions League team. That's like a pot 4 team at best. That somehow made it into like the pot 3, pot 4 team. I mean, like every single pot A team was licking their lips at hopefully getting Copenhagen. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I wanted Copenhagen. I wanted them.
Everyone wanted Copenhagen. No, I mean, everyone wanted Copenhagen.
But let's be honest, the only reason.
Hold on. I mean, PSV had like a negative goal differential in their group. You know what I mean? Like, let's kind of chill. Let's chill a little bit.
But let's be honest. The only reason Copenhagen is even here is because Man United screwed up. That's the only reason they're even there. Let's just be honest.
Like Galatasaray would have been an interesting game. Like if it was Galatasaray instead of Man City, instead of Copenhagen, that would have been interesting.
I don't even think that would have been interesting because the second leg would be because the second leg would have been
because they've got some like interesting players. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. But again, City has the advantage. The second leg is at the end. No one's going to beat them.
After Copenhagen, the second easiest team is probably PSV.
PSV, 100%.
I would think so. Yeah.
Then Lazio, and then Leipzig,
and then Lazio, and then Leipzig, and then Sociedad, and then Inter and Napoli.
Wait. PSG is easier than Sociedad.
Oh, wait. I completely forgot PSG. In my head, they're a pot 1 team. I swear to you, sorry. Forgive me. In my head, they're a pot 1 team.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to this. So far, just so you guys know, what we've done is we've spoken about the Real Madrid game, we've spoken about the Arsenal game, we've now kind of touched on the Copenhagen game, but we all kind of know who the favorites are. Everyone's picking Arsenal versus Porto. Am I wrong?
No.
No, they're favorites.
You're picking Porto?
No. As in, like, you're not wrong. I'm saying no, you're not wrong.
Okay. Everyone's taking Man City versus Copenhagen. Everyone's taking Real Madrid versus RB Leipzig, right? Here's where it gets interesting. When we talk about your team, bro, Napoli, Barcelona, that is where people start this umming and ahhing on who they're gonna pick.
Really?
At least I am. I'm thinking I have Napoli as favorites. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking at Barcelona. I'm like, on their day they can hurt you, you know. But I want to know, before we get to you, let's see what the other guys have to say, because I know you're gonna have a definitive answer. Vader, why are you making that face?
That's the crazy part. I don't have a definitive answer. Like, it could be an on their day thing, but we'll get there when
Vader, what are you saying? Talk to me about Napoli versus Barcelona.
Barcelona haven't been that consistent. Like, Sam will be the first to tell you, they're not like they haven't been that good. They haven't been that good. And at the same time, when again, I don't watch them. I don't watch La Liga. I'll be honest with you. I watch highlights. But when I've watched them in Champions League, they could get at. And I've seen Napoli. Napoli, I know man's gonna kind of downplay.
They drew to Valencia. They couldn't even beat Valencia.
But still, we know Napoli's quality, right? So I agree with you, Igal. I agree. I actually give the edge in terms of coming out of this group to Napoli. I really do. Let's not forget, just a season ago, Barcelona were in Europa. You know what I mean? So I think Napoli's
past two seasons.
So I think Napoli should, in my eyes, they're the favorites. However it is on paper, I could care less. But I think Napoli should be the ones coming out of here.
Look at this comment. You got people saying Napoli are not the same team as last season. Their defense ain't all as well. Barca. It's a 50-50 game.
Hold on a second. But he thinks Barca's defense is good. Bro, let me give you...
No, he actually said that. He said it was 50-50. At the end, he did say 50-50.
He said 50-50. Their defense ain't all that as well.
All I'm going to say, is I'm going to say after this draw is done, when they play their two games, I'm going to sit on Twitter and I'm going to go to these Barca friends and I'm just going to tell them one thing. Beating Napoli ain't for everyone. That's all I'm going to say.
What are you saying? Talk to me.
I actually went to both legs. I went to home and away against Real Madrid, and it were both incredible experiences.
I have a bone to pick with you, by the way. You're not going to escape that one.
I know what you're going to say, but I got that same bone to pick back. But both games, I mean, Sam will tell you, both games were very, very close until Real Madrid, like, it was 2-2 until about the 70th minute in both games, and in the first game, they needed kind of a screamer, and the second game was a goalkeeping mistake. So it was like both games were very back and forth. In the first game, Kepa was incredible. Like, both games were very back and forth. So I've seen.
Can I just stop you there, though? Can I just stop you there?
Go for it, bro.
Yeah?
Go for it.
Yeah, you keep saying and telling me that I needed a screamer. Can you explain to me why you got that penalty, which you should never have got? Because even
I'm not talking about the scores and stuff. I'm talking about in terms of like going back to back. We shouldn't have had a goal. The penalty shouldn't have been a penalty. Like, our keeper should have saved some of the goals. But I'm saying, like, in terms of performance and going toe to toe with Real Madrid, we did that, and you can't disagree with that. You feel me?
Can I just ask you something?
Go for it.
The thing is, Guti sent me this tweet, and has he?
I think I'm lagging out. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're frozen. No worries. Miguel, are you there? Or are you lagging too?
Yeah, I'm here.
No,
he's definitely gone. We'll wait until he comes back. But in the meanwhile, is Barcelona all that? Let's be honest.
No, they're shit. They're crap.
Are they gonna get anywhere near winning the league again? Because how did they win it last year?
Bro, listen again. I'm 7 points ahead of them, and look at my injuries. Look at the injuries that I've had. Like. Look, even Bailey will tell you, look at my injuries. Look at the injuries that I've had.
Barcelona are not all that. Napoli, are you guys all that this season? Because are you challenging Serie A?
The thing is, we're nowhere near as good as we were last year. Like, it's not just the losing of Kim Min-jae, but we've lost the greatest coach in our history, and adapting from that and going from that is very. It hasn't been easy. The transition.
Why did he leave?
he was done with club football. The plan was for him to take a year sabbatical and then after the Euros take the Italy job after Mancini. But then because Mancini left earlier for the Saudi job, they kind of just accelerated that. That signing or that hire. But yeah, no, we've not been that good either. But obviously things can change from now till January. But I am pretty happy with the draw. At the start of today, when I was looking at the draw, I had teams in 3 categories. There was category 1, which was Man City and Bayern Munich. Avoid at all costs. Like, I don't want to see you. Don't come near me. Right?
Oh, Sam, you hear that? You hear that, Sam?
Real Madrid was in my group. I couldn't get them. I couldn't get Real Madrid.
I know.
I couldn't get Real Madrid. So Man City and Bayern Munich were in that avoid at all cost. In category 2 was I would rather not see you guys. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because you're playing unbelievable football, and that was Arsenal by itself. And category 3 was I don't mind. I'll take anyone else. So Borussia Dortmund.
Telling me after the Bayern Munichs and the Man Cities, you said Arsenal's the only other team you don't want to talk to.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Why?
If I could avoid you, I would avoid you.
Why? Why do you want to avoid them?
Because at our best, I wouldn't mind. But the way we're playing right now, they can hurt us in so many different ways. We're terrible at the back. So they can hurt us, and the way that they're so compact, it's not like they're gonna play a high line versus our high line where we can take advantage of defensive frailties. Like, they've been incredible defensively this year, so it's gonna be hard for us to break them down. And because our defense is so bad, they can break us down and they can score goals. They're good at set pieces. We're terrible at set pieces. So there's so many ways they can hurt us and we can't hurt them. But you look at Barcelona. Barcelona are gonna try and play high line against us. Barcelona are not that good at set pieces, so there's so many different ways we can attack Barcelona.
Mo, can I ask you something? Because obviously, based off of how the tournament played out, you couldn't face Real Madrid again. But where would you put Real Madrid?
Real Madrid in the Champions League are always in that top bracket, in my opinion, because it's the Champions League knockout stages. Barcelona.
Look at Vader.
No. Hold on, relax. Relax.
Let me. We're gonna get to who can win it and everything, guys. Let's just try to.
Can I just say something to Mohamed? Because
now that we cover.
And I couldn't really.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on, bro.
Can I just ask you something, Mohamed? There is a tweet that I've been seeing from you. Madrid fans don't deserve these players that we have, plastic atmosphere and all that. Could you explain that for me?
Oh yeah, I stand behind that 100%. Your fans don't travel well. Like, in most away games they go to, they have to give away half of your away tickets back to the home section because your fans don't travel whatsoever. And when you go to the Bernabeu, there's literally one section behind the goal that's making all the noise and everyone else is a tourist, pretty much. And that's just my honest opinion. If you have it different, fair enough. But from my experience as a match-going fan, both Barcelona and Real Madrid are probably the worst atmospheric stadiums I've ever been to in my life.
All right. Then let me just explain something, right? If I play against you, respectfully, my man, that is not a big game for me like that. And not for my fans.
Man City fans said the same thing when they traveled to play you guys in the semi-finals of the Champions League last year.
No. But listen, playing Madrid and playing Napoli is 2 completely different stuff. I'm not even trying to disrespect you, my bro. But your club compared to mine, it's not even.
That's never a discussion. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a Champions League game.
No.
The Champions League, it's a Champions League group game, and you've got about 50 fans in the away game. Like,
but again, this is something you. But again, if you look at the context again, let me just explain something to you. If you go, my advice to you: go to another Madrid game. If I play Villa again, go to my stadium again. Then you're gonna see what the noise will be there. Go to an Atlético game. Yeah.
City's coming to town.
Go to an Atlético game. Then you will see what the atmosphere there is. Yeah. You picked one of the worst games, and you expect a big atmosphere, man. It's not going to happen.
It's a Champions League game.
He's saying Napoli on a Champions League night ain't all that. That's what he's saying.
And number two, yeah, I get the whole atmosphere now, but don't come on these platforms and start calling my fan base plastic and all that, because you're just showing that you haven't got a clue, bro. Because
when did he call you plastic?
I didn't say it. I just said the atmosphere was terrible.
No, but you said plastic fans.
Yeah,
I've seen the tweet.
That was to make fun of Guti on Spaces and that. But I'm saying, like, the atmosphere was quite poor. The Man City
went to the wrong game. Yeah, because you went to the wrong game. You went
to the wrong day. Go when Manchester City comes to town, and you'll see an.
Even if Liverpool comes, if Liverpool comes, if Barca comes, like Vader will tell you as well. I went as a tourist.
On the low.
No. I'll tell you this. I'm not even gonna lie. I went as a tourist to the City Arsenal game when City won 4-1 last season. The atmosphere was electric. electric.
I was at that game too. It was one of the
but
best
again,
atmospheres I've been to.
Yeah, exactly.
City
The same
versus
here.
Arsenal.
But again, if I went to the Fulham City game, it would have not been that atmosphere. Why? Because it ain't that big of a game for them. This is the same thing for us. And that's not me disrespecting you, my brother.
It is.
But-
you're disrespecting him.
No. But,
Guys.
but in my opinion, but again, I'll say last thing on this, by the way, because I know this is not the purpose of Igal's thing.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like football fans, like you go to the Emirates, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, and it's going to be fantastic. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like there's certain stadiums where you go to where the atmosphere is electric, regardless of a Champions League night or whatever the case may be. You feel me? And that's the problem people have with Man City. That's the problem they have with some of these bigger teams. Like you go to Anfield, regardless of who Liverpool are playing, it's going to be good. Even though I make fun of Liverpool's atmosphere from time to time, but
that's not true.
That's just
This last game versus United.
I've been to the Emirates. I've been to the Etihad so many times, bro.
Let me just stop everybody quickly. Before we get to this comment skills, make sure everyone does me one favor. Make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't already done that, do hit the like button on the video right now. It's absolutely free. Let's just get through some of these. So we've already spoken about Real Madrid. We've already spoken about City. Bayern Munich versus Lazio. Bro, I don't know. The smallest thing about Lazio.
Someone letting me, but it is what it is.
Are Lazio, do they have a chance versus Bayern, bro?
Nah.
So what are we
Nope.
saying?
Nope.
Smoke settings.
I don't think it'll be smoke settings,
It's gonna
but
be controlled.
it'll be comfortable.
Like
I don't
4
think
0.
I don't think they can deal with Bayern's attack. I can't lie. I don't think they'll be able to deal with it.
Yeah, I think they could easily just have a one goal advantage after the first leg and make it a 2-goal advantage at home. Like I think it'll be comfortable for Bayern.
I don't think Manchester United were really tested in their group. Bayern by Manchester United by
They were in cruise control in every game.
None of those teams tested them in their group, so we're gonna have to see.
To be fair, though, they did struggle at the Allianz. It ended 4-3. Like Bayern weren't that good defensively. To be fair,
But you can say the same thing for Bayern and Man City though. Before January, they never really exert themselves. Like after January, you see a different team for them, and it's the same all the time. Like how many times have we seen the Bundesliga where Dortmund are on top or someone else is on top, and then after January they just turn the screw a little bit. And
I don't remember Dortmund being on top though.
I'm saying last year there were times where Dortmund was on top, but I'm just saying like they don't start so well.
True.
Dortmund won that group of death. Dortmund won the group of death.
How they won that group, I would never know.
Versus PSV, I think this is deserved. They won a tough group. They deserve an easy draw.
I think that group was overstated, by the way. I'm sorry. I think that group was very, very.
It was tough, bro.
Bro, Milan are horrible. PSG aren't the same. Milan are terrible. Like everyone's talking about Milan like it's not the same. They're horrible, bro. They're absolutely atrocious. Like they're terrible. Newcastle, fair enough. There was a group of those three. AC Milan were never going to make. Wallahi, when that group was made, I've got a tweet saying AC Milan are going to finish last in this group. I mean, they finished third, but they never had a chance. They never had a chance.
Yeah, fact. No, he's speaking facts.
If Newcastle didn't bottle it, PSG were going to go out. Like there was no route for Milan to go through in this game.
There you are.
I didn't realize that. But what about
I mean, Dortmund did well to control it against PSG.
Yeah.
Handle Newcastle
the
the way
2-0 win versus Newcastle at their ground was very impressive.
No,
the way that they just
against Newcastle was impressive.
The pass for the comfortable, just chill, calm down. 3 defenders around me. Don't worry. Ping it over the ball, over from our own box over the half line, 1-on-1 in. It was like, if you guys know which goal I'm talking about, the second goal that they scored.
Yeah.
That was impressive. But Vader, is there anything to even say about this matchup? This is probably as easy as your matchup, don't you think?
Yeah, I think Bayern's got Dortmund's.
The thing is, though, do you know what Dortmund have?
You know what? I don't think it's going to be an easy one. I don't think it's going to be just clear cut. I think there is going to be back and forth. But unfortunately, I don't think PSV are that good. It really depends on which Dortmund shows up. And they've been formidable. They've been well organized. They've made games tough. So I hate to predict this leg, but I give the edge to Dortmund, and I really need to see how that first leg plays out. Because if
Dortmund have a tendency to play down to their opposition, and if that happens, then PSV can cause them some problems. Like these Dutch teams are never easy as easy as we trying to make them be. Like, and Dortmund need to be on their A game if they want to.
And what I like to
They'll
do,
beat
which I
PSG.
haven't done,
They'll beat them. They'll beat them.
they
Yeah,
should.
they probably will.
They should.
They
And
probably
what I like to do, what I haven't done, unfortunately, before this preview is I like to see where the Champions League game lies and who they're facing within the league. Because whether they have to manage, rotation or manage players, I haven't gone that far. But I would say Dortmund should win this.
Yeah.
They will win.
I don't know what I did with this thing, but it's not working properly. Let's just keep it this way. Let's just get through these. So we've already covered Real Madrid. We've already covered the big one now. Inter, Atlético Madrid. What we saying?
I think Inter will win that.
This is the matchup. If there's one that people are going to be like, yo, my team's not playing, I'm sitting down and watching, it's this one. It will
For me,
be
it's this one and the Napoli one. For me,
Yeah,
This is
I
the
think
best
those
matchup.
Yeah.
those are the two. Those are the two that you don't know what way they can go. Every other one you can kind of say, okay, you know what, these are the favorites. You can't really like the Napoli one, and this one is like, yo, it's gonna be very, very tight, and it could come down to anything.
Yeah.
This is the matchup that everyone wants to watch. You know what? Actually, I would rather watch the Napoli-Barcelona matchup. What do you guys think? Which
they're
which game is bigger?
No,
question.
But why? Why?
That's
Yeah, but
gonna be like a tactical back and forth. The Napoli game is gonna be more like free flowing, attacking. Like, because we don't know how to defend, they don't know how to defend, so it's gonna be.
What?
So
I'll agree with you, Gal.
To be fair, Atletico. To be fair, this is something people don't understand. Atletico's been attacking teams very much this season. I don't think it's going to be what people are seeing. They're thinking it's going to be a boring 0-0 draw penalty shot. I don't think it's even going to be that.
In knockout stage, we could expect it for it to be a little cagey and boring in that sense. But I would say the first leg, I want to see the Napoli game. If we're thinking about the Champions League, the first leg, I'm interested. I'm curious to see how this plays out Napoli, right? But then I'm more going to be paying a lot more attention because I think it's going to be a cagey first. I want to see the second leg of Inter and Atletico Madrid. That's the one where it's like, that's going to be the intense matchup.
Excluding your team, everybody here pick a game. Obviously, we know what Mo's team game is going to be because his team's not playing. You're going to pick Inter Milan versus Atletico Madrid, right?
100%. That's the game. I think that's the game of the round, in my opinion.
What about you, Sam? Who you picking?
To watch.
Other than yours. You can say it, Sam. Go ahead. Say it. City in Copenhagen. Say it.
Me and my fucking ass, I'm going to say that game.
I don't think I've ever watched a single Man City group stage game in my life unless we've been playing against each other.
No, because look at the groups.
Really?
There's not
well, I don't think I've ever watched a Man City group stage game in the Champions League unless it's the two times that we've been in the same group as each other in 2011 and in 2016.
Do you know what?
Wow.
Do you know
I'm
what?
not gonna lie to you. I think Champions League group stages are actually boring games, like overall.
Especially Man City, because you always.
But this was the last season. This was the last season.
Leipzig in your group.
For some reason. This
was the last season where there's group stage games. We're now gonna have 8 games in the group stages. Basically, it's gonna be like a league format.
Yeah, two-sided league format.
Two-sided league format, Swiss model, where you play 8 games. You don't have 6 games anymore. They added 2 more group stage games, and
now anyone can play anyone basically.
It's gonna be mental.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Nice. We'll see.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick the Napoli Barca one. I'm just gonna pick that one to watch because I just I want them to just lose. I just want them to.
I think Inter versus Atletico is gonna be more tactical. The Napoli Barca game is gonna be very much the entertainment. And you know what else is gonna be very crazy? A lot of people are gonna watch. A lot of people are not going to watch the Bayern game, the Dortmund game, because they're very favorable ties. The Copenhagen game, very favorable ties.
Mine too. No one's going to watch mine too.
Very favorable ties. But I think people are going to tune into Arsenal Porto, or am I tripping? Because people are going to want to see if Porto can maybe make a slip up.
People are going to want to see if Arsenal can handle it.
Don't you guys think?
Yeah, no, I agree. Porto are a good Champions League team.
Been good.
Like,
you've
always been
good.
A decent Champions League team, and they never really get.
It's not even that. It's not even that. You're good, Igal. But your manager's record in Europe, bro. Like I've said, I have question marks. You have to prove me wrong.
Bro, he's only been in Europe twice.
Nah, 3 times.
Once.
No, twice.
Once
It
before this?
was Europa.
Olympiacos,
He lost to
Villarreal,
Oh,
Villarreal, Sporting Lisbon, 3.
oh
Oh,
shit.
3 times, yeah.
So it's gonna
Listen,
be his fourth
he's a
one.
young manager. I don't expect us to win this league, really and truly. I don't expect us to win the Champions League. You two on the other side probably expect your team to win it. I don't know about you, Mo. Do you expect your team to win it?
Nah. But can I say something though? I think, Egal, you're more suited to win the Champions League than the Premier League this year. Genuinely speaking. Because I feel like the way your teams have been set up from the start of the season till now, the compactness and the fact that you have so many dangerous players, like you can soak up pressure all day, and you got guys like Martinelli and Saka and Odegaard that can unlock a defense with like one pass. I think you've got the ingredients for a cup run more than a league run.
I'll be real though. Martinelli and Martinelli have to start stepping up, bro.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They have to step up.
I mean, the thing about the Champions League is the knockout stages you see a completely different team than what you saw in the group stages. That's why it's so hard to predict these things. Teams like the good teams tend to make a drastic improvement in the second half of the season. And that's why even though Bayern Munich haven't been that good, Man City haven't been that good, you expect them to take that jump.
But there is one thing people are excluding, and this is something that I will pick up. And I'm going to include my club into this as well. If I lose Jude Bellingham for a long period of time, then my chance of winning the Champions League are basically fucked. If Arsenal lose Saliba or Rice for a sustained period of time, then their chances of winning this competition this season are fucked. And if City loses Rodri for a sustained period of time, then Manchester City are screwed. So
Vader's gonna have to go. Let me ask you, Vader. You think you're gonna win it again before you go?
You know what? I respect the Champions League. To be so bold as to say I'm going to win it before the knockout stages is actually very disrespectful because I've been humbled out of it many times. If you're going to ask me, and I'd say the same thing to you, Igal, I think I have the quality to win the Champions League. And I think I have the manager to win the Champions League. I think when Sam, and a little backhanded, I think Arsenal have the quality to win Champions League. But his question mark is whether the manager can do it. So yeah, that's where it sits. I'm gonna say let me win this matchup versus Copenhagen, and then ask me after the next draw on who.
To be fair though, I think you guys will win it or have the biggest chance to win it, and the reason for that is your biggest issue over the last 6 or 7 years was just getting over the hump. Now that you've done it, there's no pressure. You're just gonna go. I mean, you've been the best team in the world for the last 4 or 5 years, like without a doubt. You've just slipped up when it mattered the most. Like that Sterling goal against Tottenham, you would have won it that year. The Real Madrid season, you would have won it that year. The Chelsea season, you should have.
Yeah, I know, but what I need, and I do have to drop.
Hold on, man. How can they be the best team?
I have to go. One thing I have to say, Sam, relax. We haven't been the best team. We just had poor results.
No, you haven't. They've
been the best team. They've just been unlucky.
Last season,
Sam,
I agree.
Stop. When it comes down to
even the year that Real Madrid won it, if they held on for 90 more seconds, they would have been in the Champions League final.
If buts and maybes. They bowled it. They bowled it.
Listen, right now, my midfield's a little.
Yeah, they bowled it.
We did. Right now, my midfield's a little questionable. Pep's trying to find that mix. Defensively, we're kind of leaky. In Champions League, that needs to fix up if I'm going to have any confidence in saying what I'm winning. But Igal, fantastic show. We will talk again, Champions League as well as league. Mo,
Stop getting rattled on spaces, man.
Big up to you.
I don't get rattled.
I don't get rattled on spaces, man.
He just doesn't like when people.
The other day when you look drop
have
points.
A good one, Vader. Big up Vader. Okay, so we've already spoken about the Arsenal matchup. We spoke about PSG. We spoke about this one here. We spoke about this one. We spoke about this one. We spoke about all the matchups. Wait, did we speak about PSV? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We spoke about all the matchups. Where do you see it being like the most entertaining? You said the Napoli one, right?
Yeah. I'm excited for that game because it's not the Barcelona of old. There's no Lionel Messi. You're not going to be like you're not really worried about Barcelona like that. But at the end of the day, it's still Barcelona. They can hurt you. But no, Sam, I'll tell you this for free. If this was Barcelona versus Napoli of last year, I wouldn't even be talking like this. I would be saying to you straight up, bro, like this is a formality. But we've got so many question marks right now ourselves that's what makes it 50-50.
What is causing the questions?
Our back four has been. First of all, we've been playing with a 20-year-old centre back at left back for the last couple of months because our two left backs have been injured. We've got Juan Jesus playing centre back who's like 36 and shouldn't be playing. Rahmani's taken a big step back. So our entire back four and our goalkeeper, the only one who plays well consistently is our right back. Our
To be fair,
goalkeeper is
he
questionable.
To be fair, he is right because we absolutely peppered their defense, bro. Like we absolutely ruined their defense.
The only thing that kept us in the game was the fact that we had Anguissa and Lobotka sitting in front of them, which were able to give us a little bit more control. That was the only thing that allowed us, and that's our biggest strong
point. But even
point.
when they were, and as soon as they weren't even in that position, as soon as they lost focus,
the second that our centre midfield gets caught out of place. But the thing is, that's Real Madrid with Jude Bellingham and Vinicius in the first game, and Rodrigo. Barcelona don't have that. Barcelona don't have that quality.
I can just say one thing as well. Big up to Nico Pass. I'm not even gonna take. I love the keys. I think he's a quality player. I think he will be a quality player. But that keeper, by the way, oh my word, he had a shocker.
He costs us, and it's not even just that game, bro. In the league, he costs us week in, week out. Like if we need to score 2 goals in every game if we want to win, because we know we're gonna concede something.
Yep.
Let me ask you about Osimhen. Everybody's lining up to sign him. Chelsea, Arsenal. What do you think is gonna happen with him?
I think if he's smart, he goes to Arsenal. Because if you're going to Chelsea, you're going to go to Chelsea for the same reasons that Moises Caicedo went. And you're just going to be like, they're so far away from competing. Chelsea's not going to finish in the top 4 this year. So you're going to choose to go to a project over a team where you can be the final piece. I feel like if he goes to Arsenal, he will be the final piece and you have everything you need to compete for the league, compete for the Champions League. So it makes no sense for him to go to Man City. However, if a team like PSG comes for him, it's a different situation. He wants to go back to France.
How much would you be looking to sell him for? I heard 130. Is that? Do you think that's
the release clause? The reason he's signing his contract is because if we get to this summer, he have 1 year left in his contract. So that means we have to sell him in the summer. So the reason it's kind of like a gentleman's agreement where he's signing so we can get paid for him. Like he's doing us a favor. So the release clause is going to be between 130 and 140 euros though. So it would be it'll be like 105 million pounds. The same you pay for like Declan Rice and stuff. It'll be around that.
If I can't get Mbappe, I would take Osimhen.
That would be sick.
Osimhen would be would you be your Benzema replacement?
Yeah, I mean he's not as good as Benzema, but I hear you.
There is one concern though, injury history. Everyone talks about his injury.
The thing is, his injuries. If you look at all the injuries that he's lasted a long time out for, they've all been like freak injuries. Like he broke his face, which meant he was like he it was a clash of heads in the box. That's why he wears the mask. Where that caused him out to be gone for 3 months. For 3 months. And then there was one time he got injured on an international break where he dislocated his elbow because someone tugged him back, and that caused him out to be another 2 or 3 months. If you look at all of the regular injuries, he never misses really. Like he rarely misses more than like 4 games or something. All of his injuries have been like major, like freak injuries.
Wanting Osimhen at Arsenal, Igel doesn't want Arsenal success at Arsenal. What?
He's someone who doesn't rate Osimhen.
He doesn't rate Osimhen. He thinks.
Do you rate? Okay, what do you think about this comparison, Ivan Toney to Osimhen? Do you think it's ridiculous?
In my opinion, yeah, but I can understand. Okay, the thing with me is, I try to see both sides of the argument. I can understand why someone would want Ivan Toney because Premier League proven, you know what he can do. He'll come in, etc., etc. Osimhen's a little bit more of a project. He's going to cost more, but he's younger and he's already one of the best strikers in the world. You know, so it's a little bit more of a risk. He'll cost more, but the upside is like Ivan Toney. He'll score 20 goals. But Osimhen makes everyone better. The way he presses, the way he creates, like it's just the upside with Osimhen is ridiculous. But if he adapts to the Premier League, that's the question marks around him. Because obviously we've seen players be absolutely incredible elsewhere, come to the Premier League and not do so well. So,
just one thing. This guy down there, this Essek, can you put that comment up, please? This Essek guy.
What about it? This one.
My boy, let me just explain something to you, right? That was Henry, yeah? You have Jesus and Nketiah, bro. Like, I genuinely ain't afraid of that. That's number 1. Number 2, actually, yeah? You haven't been in the UCL for 7 years. If you played against me in any of those years, yeah, that you weren't in it, I would have spanked you with my prime team, bro. So humble yourself. Oh, and by the way, you didn't even win it that season. Unlucky.
You know what? People do still mention old results, so somewhat valid. I'll let it stand.
All those Galacticos and Thierry Henry was the one that stood supreme.
It's crazy. He was born to be to be that guy. But let's talk about this.
SC said, I'm joking. Oh my god, this guy's so rattled.
No. I wasn't even riled.
One second, get it, please. I need to ask you guys a question. You guys been in the Champions League last year. Is this a dramatic drop off from last season? Because the way people are talking about it, they're talking about it as if this is the worst Champions League in history.
Everyone says that when they're not in it. It's literally this, like everyone says it when they're not in it.
I mean, if Liverpool in it, let's do this for example, right?
Go back to go back to that screen where it shows you the like the fixtures. Go back to that screen. The only difference is if you take out like someone like Lazio and put in Liverpool. That's the only difference. All of these teams are always in the Champions League.
To be fair, that's another big club.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Borussia Dortmund, PSG.
Take out Copenhagen, put Chelsea, I guess.
No, but Chelsea would have been in another pot. They might have missed out. Chelsea would have probably replaced like BVB or something. Like it's always the same kind of core of teams. There's 6 teams right here. 6 to 10 teams are always in the Champions League. There are a few teams that maybe didn't make it, but you're always going to get pot A versus pot B. Always. There's always. I mean, there's not much. I feel like it's silly. It's always. To be fair,
if Liverpool was in this UCL draw, it would have been much more interesting. It would have been
more interesting, but that doesn't take it from being very interesting to not so interesting because of one team. It's not. I mean,
facts. Someone tweeted the other day. This is missing Juventus. Because Juventus were a staple in the Champions League.
Juventus has been terrible though. For the last Juventus in the last 4 times that Juventus have been in the Champions League, they were knocked out in the round of 16 by like Porto.
As you can tell, bro, people don't care about context. They just literally just want to run with
much lesser teams. They've been getting spanked by Porto and who else was Lyon slapped them out. Like they've not passed the round of 16 in so long. It's not the same Juventus. It's not the same. Like right now, I guarantee you, if it was AC Milan in here instead of Copenhagen, people are like, oh my God, what a great tie. Not knowing that AC Milan have been poor. They've been in the Champions League knockout stages 2 times in the last decade. Like there's context to these things.
Wow.
Okay. People actually put Tottenham, Chelsea, and Liverpool in this conversation, even though they didn't make it last year.
Now, Liverpool and Chelsea, I get it because over the last decade, they've been somewhat successful in the Champions League, getting far and stuff like that. Tottenham, do you know what I'm trying to say? But there's always teams you can say that about. There's like last year in the knockout stages, Barcelona didn't make it, for example. There's always teams you can say that about.
Yeah, but I've said this before about Barcelona history. You take Messi away, they've got 1 Champions League.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with you, by the way. Barcelona were losing 4-0 to Standard Liège in European
Cup.
Yeah,
but that's my point.
I know this, don't worry. Trust me, we have the same hate for Barcelona. I don't like Barcelona. I don't rate them. I don't respect them.
You don't respect, but why is that?
Because their history starts and ends with Lionel Messi. Like the gap between Real Madrid and Barcelona used to be so big. The only reason they even allowed to even have the conversation is because Lionel Messi came.
Thank you. Finally,
they've always been a regular team. They will continue being a regular team now.
It's not today. It's not even still ain't even a debate. Let's just be honest. It ain't.
It's not egal. You have to. I mean, they have 1 Champions League before Messi ever. That's the same. That's the same as. I mean, Nottingham Forest had more than them. Villa, as in like European Cups. Everyone.
So how many Champions League did Messi win with them?
5. They've got 6 Champions League. 5 was with Messi. I mean, it depends if you can count 2006 though. Even though he was in the squad. Because they won in 2005, and then they won 2009. They won, and then they won 2011. They won 2015. So they've got 5 in total. 1.
They've got 5, and they all
5 in total.
Messi's
1 without Messi and 4 with Messi.
Yeah, Messi's won 4.
So are we just gonna say? Are we saying Barcelona's golden era that was recent is the reason why they're respected as a club? So you don't respect
they had
Man
1
City.
European Cup before Messi.
Once again, so you don't respect Man City or Chelsea for their current recent run.
But Chelsea and Man City, it goes back to just more than 1 player. Does that make sense?
Oh,
to be fair, City is
like for example, Chelsea won the Champions League in 2 different eras. For example, they won in 2012 with John Terry and Lampard and Ashley Cole and Bosingwa and John Obi Mikel, and then they won it in 2020 with Kai Havertz and Timo Werner and Mason Mount. Every single time that Barcelona have won it, Messi was the main. Sorry,
they flew to Champions League, by the way.
Who?
Chelsea. That season.
It is. I mean, they won it, innit?
Yeah, but to be fair, listen. The thing is, At the
How
end of
did
the
you
day,
not win it last year? How did you not get to the final at least? You were better than both AC and Inter all season.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys watched the games. The first game, that the
You
referee,
missed the penalty, bottled it.
yeah, in the second leg. In the first game, the referee that refed that game has been banned from European competition because
Why?
of that
What
game.
did
That
he
was his
do?
last European game. That's how
Why?
bad he
What
was.
did he do? What did he do?
Giving yellow cards to everything, no pen, like giving everything was so. You know what I'm trying? I'm not one to blame referees, and we should have won. We should have done better. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? But
Do you think
we
you would
should
have
have
been
beaten
Inter?
AC Milan, and then the semi-final would have been much better.
But the thing is, listen, I've said this for Barca.
And then the second leg, we missed the
I've
penalty.
I've said this about Barca for long. Yeah, you can even ask these Premier League fans. Ask everyone. Yeah, the only ones that puts Barca ahead of Madrid is only Barca fans and a few deluded City fans, and that's the only reason is because Pep Guardiola is there. You take Messi away from that football club, half of their trophies goes away. Half of their trophies are just done. Which is why I don't really take them serious in Europe anymore. Because you can't tell me that you're supposed to be respected, and as soon as Messi goes, you have 2 seasons on the spin, you get knocked out of the group, and then when you do qualify, you struggle in that group to get the first place. And the only reason you got the first place is because individual games counts. If
Bro,
they
you
didn't
got
count,
Barca fans triggered, bro. They're bringing up Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Neymar, Dani Alves, Suarez, Ronaldinho. These guys are going in.
And-
Eto'o.
No. But the thing is, the difference was Messi. All of those players.
Messi was there, but
Messi was the X factor. I mean,
go
let's
back.
not start down.
Didn't
Like,
they
you had
beat
the
us in
greatest players to
2006
ever
with no
play the
Messi?
game. Huh?
Didn't they win in 2006? No Messi.
No, Messi was in the squad though. He didn't
Messi
play the
was in the
final. But
squad.
Messi was in the squad.
Messi was in the squad.
That was
That's
the
a big
year
difference.
that Messi the year that Messi made his debut and he was scoring hat tricks against Real
Bro,
Madrid.
he scored a hat
in
trick
La
against
Liga.
my club. He scored a hat trick against my club.
In his
At the
first
end of the
game.
day,
You can't
this
say Messi
guy-
Messi contributed. Me personally, I put that Champions League more to Eto'o than anyone else.
Big up Messi.
At the end of the
yeah.
day, like these guys, like I've said it before, like the only reason they even finished top of this group is because of the individual games, bro. Like they struggled to get that first place in that group. They lost to Antwerp or whatever the hell they got. I can't even pronounce the team. I can't even pronounce them. Like I'm telling you, Mohammed, if you have your defense fixed, bro, by that game, you will beat them. Trust me.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
they ain't all that. And they can't even score goals, brother. By the way,
All right,
Lewandowski's
so
finished.
guys, let's try to wrap this up with quick synopsis. So Arsenal, Porto, everyone's saying Arsenal wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I do.
then
think
Napoli, Barcelona. What are we saying?
Napoli,
Napoli.
I back at Napoli. PSG lose to Sociedad.
Yep. And you know what?
Mm.
I'm gonna pick Sociedad. I'm actually gonna do it.
No, I'm gonna pick PSG. I feel like by January, Luis Enrique, top quality coach. I think they'll get it done.
Okay, and then Inter versus Atletico Madrid.
I'm picking Atletico.
Inter.
I'm picking Inter.
Okay.
Dortmund beat PSV. Bayern beat Lazio. What do you call it? Man City beat Real Madrid beat Leipzig. Or do you think in one of these bottom 4 games there's going to be one upset?
Nah, I don't see it.
Maybe the Dortmund PSV, but that's the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Because Lazio will not beat Bayern. Copenhagen are not gonna knock City out, and Leipzig are not gonna knock Madrid out. It ain't gonna happen.
So where's the upset going to be? Only PSG?
The thing is, that's not even an upset because they're both similar teams now.
No, they're crap, bro. PSG are
So
crap.
are we saying Inter's the only upset and Napoli?
Inter's not an upset though. Inter are probably the better team.
I wouldn't even say Napoli is an upset. It's an upset either.
The thing is, most of them are either well-balanced teams or very, very lopsided. The only upsets could be Copenhagen versus Man City, which is not going to happen. Leipzig versus Madrid, which is not going to happen. Lazio versus Bayern, which is not going to happen. Like and Porto versus Arsenal. I think that could be if there's going to be an upset, it's going to be that one.
By the way, my favorites to win the competition go as this: Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Arsenal. Those are my 4 favorites.
You put Arsenal over Inter?
Yes.
Fair enough.
No, I have the 3 that you said, and I have Inter and Arsenal on a level playing field. Because Inter have been phenomenal in the league this year. They've been playing lights out.
Inter are difficult. The thing is, I always somehow manages to beat Inter. I don't know how, but like It is what it is, isn't it?
There you go, guys. I'm gonna have to go, but honestly, I appreciate you coming on. Big up Sam, big up Vader, big up Mo for coming on. Go check out Mo on Twitter. What's your Twitter again, bro?
Just Mohammed Salad.
Mohammed Salad. Go check him out. And yeah, man, you see me ranting yesterday about my NFL thing. That was mad. And then big up Sam.
Stay up tonight, man. We're gonna watch
Big
it.
up Sam. We're gonna chat. Just stay after the stream. Big up everyone.
Yeah.
We're out of here. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll be posting more videos throughout the week. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.